Hello everyone, and welcome back to Susan's So Creative, where it's only wrong when it doesn't work. I'm Susan Anderson, and today I'm working with ProStitcher Designer and creating new quilt patterns from graphics.
One of the simplest way to find a graphic is to just use your Google machine. Type in this case, shamrock, clip art, free, and we're going to go ahead and find a whole bunch of shamrocks that are available. Now, shamrock has 3 petals, not 4. 4 is a 4-leaf clover. So I found the design here that I kind of like, and will work up nicely in the design as an outline stitch. And I'm going to do a right click and save as. That image will be saved to my folder so I can go back and find it. Make it easy, and I'd already downloaded one, but you get the idea where it's going to go. Now in ProStitcher, we're going to let the software digitize it for us. So this is our automatic digitizing, if you would. In order for the software to automatically digitize or place the stitches on the graphic for us, we have to have it in the correct format. ProStitcher Designer actually includes an auto-vectorizing program within the software. So you can take any graphic and convert it to a format that the software can read. So click on auto-vectorizing. Select the design that you want to change the format, click open, and next, and your design is here. Now I can change the size, I can change the color, and I'm just going to change it up to say 5 inches. Looks pretty good to me. Let's go ahead and click finish, and there's my design. Now I still don't have any stitches on the design. It's just strictly a graphic. If you look over on the right hand side, it shows a color. There are no stitches listed. In order to do or add the stitches to it, we're going to go to our preview tab and select stitches. It now has 366 stitches on the design, and my design is finished. Let's see how that design stitches out. I love it. I'm all ready for March. Another way to auto-digitize is with the magic wand feature. I've already downloaded the design, so we're going to go ahead and go to Tools, and I'm going to go to Backdrop first, and we're going to select the design to work with. Now this is a multicolored design, so and I'm not going to be able to get all the parts of it because the greens are a little close in here as far as shading goes, and the software is not recognizing it as 2 different colors. However, you could go back in and edit the design and change the color to make it more dramatic. Since we're just doing an outline, the colors itself is not that important except for the change in the stitching. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to have the software automatically digitize for us again. And the first thing I can do is turn on the bezier tool, my magic wand. Remember, this is a backdrop, so I have to click on the design in order to have it digitized. You want to be sure to select the area in the order you want the design to be stitched. You can go back and reorder the selection if necessary, so you get the design to stitch in the correct sequence. So now I've got the design selected out, and if I look over to my right hand side, I can see where I've got one color, but I don't have any stitches. To get the stitches, do you remember? We have to go back to preview, and I'm going to select all of the design area and click stitches. I now have 1198 stitches over here on the right hand side. So I've got my designs here and ready and set to go. Stitch it out. Let's see what the preview does for me. And we'll go ahead and stitch the design. And it's stitching again in exactly the same way that I selected. So keep that in mind when you are doing or using the magic wand. Now it does need some tweaking, which is easy enough to do as well. And there's our design. If I go back in here, I can turn off the tool or delete the design, and now you can see the overall stitches. Now you can see the individual selections on the right if you needed to reorder the stitching order. I can now adjust the anchors to get the exact shape I want. So it's just a matter of how I want the design to be stitched out, what I want to be done here. For instance, here I've got an overlap. That's not real great. So we can click on this and I can just go ahead and delete a node, or I can change the anchor to get it exactly to go the way I want. How about we move that out there and just move this so it's a little bit more. There we go. A little too high maybe. Anyway, you can spend all kinds of time doing this. It shows still that I've got that there, but when I click apply, it's gone. Now on this one, we're going to move the design up a little bit. Actually, let's delete that one. Yeah. Click apply, and I get rid of that line so I can see it a little easier. So I can move this up. I want to make it a point, change it to a cusp, and now it is a corner as opposed to a curve. Again, apply, and it takes care of that line for you. Okay, say you're working with a scanned image. Now, it may not be a vector, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and bring it in as a backdrop. So I'm going to go to my backdrop tool and bring in my design. Now, this is a line image. And if I were to do this as a vector image, it would go ahead and give me a double line tracing. Not what I want. I can go directly to my pencil and trace the design manually. I'm going to trace through this rather quickly so that you can see exactly how this all turns out. Now, if you're having trouble seeing the color, I will change the color here in a few minutes. But you get the idea. Is I'm just drawing on around the outside edge of the design area. And I can go back and change or alter any of the design points or the anchors to get the shape that I like. In fact, let's go ahead and change that color. The blue is kind of hard to see on the black outline there, the graphic. Let's change it to like orange. So just select it, and then you have your colors across the very bottom. Pick the color you want to change it to, and you can better see what you're doing. Now I'm going to zoom in so that you can see exactly how to alter or work with your design and anchor points to get the shape that you want. And you can see you can pull those little things one way or the other, or twist them. They kind of pivot on their area, pivot on their center point, and allows you to get the exact shape. Now you're still seeing the old shape there, as well as the new shape. The old shape or the old line will disappear as soon as I click on the apply. And you can redo or undo as many of these as you like, so you don't have to worry about getting it just right first time out. And I have a design with 436 stitches in it. Ready to go. Make a great border, won't it? I'm including all of the graphics that you've seen in today's video in the description below, so you can go ahead and follow along and recreate the designs so you'll be ready for St. Patrick's Day.
There are tons of free online graphics on Google for you to play with, so you don't need to go out and buy all the coloring books at the store. I hope you picked up some tips today. Don't forget to stop by your local dealer and check out any of the accessories or machines I've shown today. Join me next time on Susan So Creative, where it's only wrong when it doesn't work. Bye for now.